besides being two of the best footballers in the world. Sadio Mané and Neymar Jr. are two celebrities who have amassed huge fortunes throughout their careers. But have you ever wondered which of them lives the most luxurious life? In this video, you'll see a heated battle between Sadio Mané and Neymar Jr. So let's fight! Before we get started, I challenge you. You have to click on subscribe and activate notifications, check the option all. But you have to do that in less than 5 seconds. You got it? And if you can, write in the comments #AllAboutSubscribe. Alright, let's get started. Cars. Both players are often seen with beautiful cars, but who will own the most expensive and luxurious collection? Sadio Mané, for example, has in his garage a Range Rover Evoque, a compact luxury SUV produced by the British car brand Land Rover. The interior of the vehicle is equally impressive, with high-quality leather trim and advanced technology. And to enjoy this beautiful car, you may have to fork over $55,000 depending on the model. He was also clipped with an Audi Q7, a versatile sports-driven SUV, equipped with a V8 engine that is quite powerful for everyday use. And to give you an idea of the price, a vehicle of this new model can cost around $65,000. During his arrival in Munich, Sadio Mané also rode in an Audi e-tron, a beautiful all-electric SUV with a battery range of more than 270 miles. The interior of the vehicle is spacious and luxurious, with leather seats and high-quality finishes. And it is no wonder that in order to acquire such a car, it may be necessary to spend more than $70,000. Another vehicle from the same company that he has in his collection is an Audi RS7, a luxury sports car, and the current model is one of the most powerful of the brand's lines of vehicles. The vehicle is equipped with a V8 engine that produces an impressive 600 horsepower and is capable of accelerating from 0 to 62 miles in just 3.6 seconds and reaching a top speed of 190 miles per hour. And to purchase this vehicle in the most equipped model, you may have to fork out more than $140,000. The player has also been seen driving a Mercedes-AMG G63, a very sturdy and spacious Mercedes super SUV. And despite its large size, the vehicle is quite powerful, being equipped with a V8 engine that produces an incredible 577 horsepower, being able to accelerate from 0 to 62 miles in just 4.5 seconds and reach a top speed of 150 miles per hour. And it is for all this that this luxury SUV can cost upwards of $180,000 in the latest and most equipped models. Further upping the value, Sadio Mané has been photographed a few times with his Bentley Continental GT, a super sophisticated car from the renowned luxury car brand Bentley. The interior of the vehicle is stunning, with top-of-the-line finishes, and of course, is equipped with a super powerful engine capable of easily surpassing 186 miles per hour. And for those who wish to own a car like this, you have to fork out something around $200,000. Neymar Jr., for his part, has been spotted with beautiful cars such as $25,000 E-Wave X, $50,000 Volkswagen Touareg, $55,000 Audi Q5, $83,000 Range Rover Sport, $120,000 Audi RS7 Sportback. He has also been spotted with an Audi R8 Spider, a sophisticated vehicle with a beautiful design to drive, whose price can exceed $150,000. Neymar has also been seen leaving with a Porsche Panamera Turbo, a powerful car for those who love great adventures, as it can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.2 seconds and is valued at around $170,000. Another of his greatest achievements was the acquisition of a Ferrari 458 Spider, a stunning car that is the dream of many people, and it was no different with Neymar. And to have this beautiful car, the player needed to invest about $260,000. Another Ferrari even more luxurious than he has already appeared was a GTC4 Lusso, a supercar that despite being worth a fortune, Neymar has already had a hard time when the car's key was not working properly. And to get through such a fancy time, it may be necessary to invest more than $300,000 in the vehicle. And some sources speculate that Neymar owns a Maserati MC11, a super sports car that accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.8 seconds and costs around $1.5 million. In other words, Neymar Jr. wins this round. Luxury. Both stars have more than enough money to enjoy a lot of luxury, but who has the most luxurious lifestyle? When it comes to dressing well, for example, Neymar has been seen wearing several expensive watches, such as Rolex Submariner Bluesy of $18,000, Rolex GMT Master 2 Batman $22,000, Rolex Daytona in 18K Eve Rose $42,000, Rolex Daytona John Mayer Dial $43,000, Rolex Datejust Zebra $50,000, Rolex Daytona with a black dial $60,000, Rolex Day-Date Rainbow $105,000, Rolex GMT Master 2 in Rose Gold $185,000, Rolex Daytona's Eye of the Tiger of $300,000, and even a $960,000 Richard Mille Michel Yo. In his spare time, Neymar likes to enjoy life on the high seas, having been spotted several times partying aboard yachts. And it is no coincidence that he has decided to buy his boat, an Azimuth 78, manufactured by the renowned Italian boat brand Azimuth Yachts. The yacht is 3 stories high and 78 feet long, with enough space to accommodate his closest guests. And when you want to spend a few days on board, suites offer a lot of comforts. And there is no doubt that to enjoy all this luxury, it is necessary to spend a lot of money. To get an idea of the price, it is estimated that this model yacht costs around $3 million. Sadio Mané, on the other hand, has never been caught enjoying such exaggerated luxuries, being seen at most with a $20 Casio F91W and his most luxurious the $25,000 Rolex Datejust. Considering that Neymar spends a lot more money, he wins this round. Point for the star. Real estate. Both athletes like to live in luxurious and comfortable places. But which one has the most expensive property? Sadio, for example, grew up in the humble village of Bambali, which is in the Senegalese countryside near the Casamance River, where most of the housing is modest. Today, Sadio Mané owns a large residence in the area, where his entire family lives, and this is where he stays when he visits the village. It is also known that the player owns a mansion in the Allerton neighborhood, which is in Liverpool, England. Although there are no official records of the player's property, the photos on his Instagram suggest that it is a sophisticated residence, full of amenities for the star to live in with a lot of luxury. And according to some sources, the house was bought for $2 million. There is also speculation that he has a home in Mallorca, Spain, as well as having temporarily moved into Thiago Alcantara's home in Munich once he changed clubs. Neymar Jr. also has beautiful properties in his hometown. He owns, for example, a beautiful apartment in the state of Santa Catarina, in a luxury building that has a privileged location facing the beach, with a beautiful view of the sea at his disposal. According to some sources, the apartments in this building are about 4,700 square feet. And to purchase a unit, Neymar needed to fork out around $1 million at the time. In the same area, the player also purchased another apartment in recent years, this time in the Vitor Hugo Residence condominium, which is just steps away from the sea. The condo offers several amenities to residents, and according to sources, Neymar owns 2 units in that building, each with 4,700 square feet of space and lovely ocean views. According to media reports, the properties cost the player approximately $1.2 million. But Neymar's most sophisticated apartment in Brazil is undoubtedly his 4 floors penthouse at the Yacht House Residence Club in Balneário Camboriú. With 81 floors and over 918 feet high, the complex is composed of 2 identical towers and was built with a lot of planning, sophistication, and class. This development is so grandiose that the construction is considered the largest Brazilian residential building and the tallest building in Latin America. And, of course, the apartments in this building are up to its magnificence. All units have a panoramic view, which is the property's great differential. And when you want to have fun, you don't even have to leave the building, since it has a huge, luxurious leisure area of more than 107,000 square feet. To get a property in this elegant building, Neymar had to invest a real fortune. According to some sources, the player bought 2 apartments in this development. The first is a $3 million unit for his father, and the second is his apartment, which cost around $6 million. The player's most famous mansion is located in the Portobello condominium in Mangaratiba, Rio de Janeiro. The contemporary-style house is over 17,000 square feet and has several luxuries, such as a floating staircase connecting the levels and artwork on the walls. The living room is perfect for casual gatherings, while the formal dining area has a huge table and the kitchen has stainless steel appliances. The house also has a home theater, a game room, and plenty of rooms to lounge in. In the case of the master suite, there are large windows, an automated TV that comes down from the ceiling, and also a lovely terrace with lawn, as well as a luxurious bathroom and a very spacious closet. Going to the exterior, the mansion is situated on a plot of almost 3 acres and has some very interesting spaces, such as a synthetic tennis court, private deck, swimming pool with an 82-foot lane, a gym equipped with high-quality equipment, spa integrated with nature, gourmet space with barbecue, wine cellar with capacity for more than 3,000 bottles, jacuzzi integrated with sauna, a helipad to arrive in style, among many other amenities that only a millionaire mansion can offer. In addition to all this, the place can offer a lot of comfort and fun for Neymar to enjoy with his peers, and everyone knows that the player is passionate about confraternization. And according to the real estate agency Home Pro, the property was purchased by the player after watching the video of the house that was posted on YouTube, and he paid $8.5 million for the place. And all these properties are just a part of Neymar's real estate portfolio because it is estimated that he owns dozens of properties. So it's clear that the Brazilian wins this round. Donations. Both athletes are often involved in charitable activities, but who has made the most generous donations? Sadio Mané, for example, has donated hundreds of thousands of dollars to build schools, mosques, and hospitals in his hometown of Bambali and other parts of Senegal. To give you an idea of the size of Mané's donations, he has donated as much as $693,000 to fund a hospital in his hometown. To help people support themselves, Sadio has decided to donate €70 per month to each family in his hometown of 2,000 people, an amount that, although low, is equivalent to a month's salary for a Senegalese citizen earning the minimum wage. On top of all this, Sadio Mané is also an ambassador for Right to Play, an international non-profit organization with a mission to empower vulnerable children. Sadio has collaborated extensively with the non-profit organization to provide equality and empowerment to girls and women in Senegal by raising awareness about the importance of young people having access to sports and education opportunities. Neymar Jr., for his part, also often donates money to noble causes. In Brazil, the player founded the Neymar Jr. Institute in the city of Praia Grande, a civil association conceived by the star and his family, which aims to create more opportunities for young people in situations of social vulnerability. Through the institute, the player promotes a series of actions, such as a charity auction that raises funds for the activities promoted by the association. It is known that the big auction has already had 3 editions, raising around $500,000 in the first, $790,000 in the second, and $2 million in the third. But it's not only through the institute that Neymar seeks to help people. The Brazilian has already donated, for example, $1 million to fight the coronavirus in Brazil. And since both stars are very committed to charity, we'll consider the round a draw. Points for both. Sources of income. As well as making a lot of money from soccer, they also have other sources of income. But who has the most lucrative businesses? Sadio Mané, for example. It is known that in 2019 he became a partner in Paydunia, a Senegal-based financial technology company that offers online payment services for individuals and businesses. At the time, Mané even said that he was proud to support a Senegalese company that is helping to improve access to financial services throughout Africa. In addition, he also owns a clothing line called SM10, which is marketed in Senegal and other African countries. But undoubtedly Sadio Mané's biggest source of income besides soccer comes through advertising. This is because he has become a kind of celebrity known throughout the world, which has generated the interest of several companies to invest in his image. Among the brands that have already invested in the player are, for example, Nike, Western Union, Tribus, Pepsi, and EA Sports. His main sponsor is New Balance, one of the largest shoe and sportswear companies in the United States. While the specific financial details of the deal have not been publicly disclosed, the figure is likely to be in the millions of dollars range. To get a sense of the value of these contracts, some sources estimate that with all his sponsors, he could be making around $7 million per year from endorsements alone. Neymar also has good sources of income. Because he is considered one of the best soccer players in the world, he has become a celebrity known all over the world. On social networks, for example, he is the third most followed soccer player in the world, only behind Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. On Instagram alone, he has more than 200 million followers, a number so high that it makes him the most famous person in Brazil. And of course, because he is so famous, Neymar can earn a lot of money by associating with and promoting several companies. Among the brands for which the Brazilian soccer star has advertised are Red Bull, Gillette, McDonald's, Nike, Guarana Antarctica, Oreo, Clear Men, MasterCard, Diesel, Beats, Panasonic, and many others. But without a doubt, his main sponsor is the sporting goods company Puma, where he has the largest single sports sponsorship contract in history, an amount that is around $25 million per year. Considering that Neymar has bigger contracts, he wins this round. Net worth. Both stars have earned a lot of money in their careers, but which one has accumulated the most wealth? Sadio Mané, for example, had his salary growing as he excelled on the field and his name became more and more known in the sports media. To get an idea of his income, back when he was playing for Southampton between 2014 and 2016, some sources estimate that his salary was considered relatively modest compared to the salaries of top Premier League players. Although the exact amount of his salary at Southampton is not publicly disclosed, it is estimated that he was paid around $340,000 per month. This means that his annual salary at Southampton would be approximately $4 million. And while this is not a huge salary for a footballer of his level, it is important to remember that Mané was still relatively young and little known at the time. But it was while playing for Southampton that he became a rising star, scoring many important goals and attracting the attention of other clubs. His move to Liverpool FC in 2016, meanwhile, was one of the most expensive transfers in the club's history, indicating the potential and value Mané had as a player. Since then, his salary has increased significantly and he has become one of the highest paid players at the club. Although the exact amount of Mané's salary is not publicly disclosed, it is estimated that he was paid around $850,000 per month, which means that his annual salary was over $10 million. Mané's salary at Liverpool reflects his value as a world-class footballer. Since joining the club, he has become one of the team's most important players, scoring decisive goals and helping the team win important titles, such as the UEFA Champions League and the Premier League. Currently playing for Bayern Munich, Sadio Mané is living the prime of his financial life, with a salary capable of making many teammates jealous. As the German club's main star, he has by far the highest salary in the team, with sources estimating that he receives almost $2 million per month, the equivalent of almost $24 million per season. A figure is so high that it puts him among the 15 highest paid soccer players in the world. And although nobody knows exactly how much of a fortune Sadio Mané has amassed throughout his career, some sources estimate that he currently has a net worth of approximately $50 million, a figure that tends to grow a lot in the coming years. Neymar Jr., on the other hand, had to work hard to reach the high financial level he has today. When he was playing in the youth categories of Santos, for example, he used to earn about $2,000 per month, a value that has grown a lot, reaching almost $4 million per season. At Barcelona, Neymar's salary grew exponentially, reaching an average of $15 million per year just in base salary, not counting bonuses and sponsorships. But it was at Paris Saint-Germain that the Brazilian star reached the peak of his financial life, receiving about $53 million in salary alone. Adding this huge salary to his advertising earnings, the athlete's income gets even bigger. And it's no wonder that in 2020 Forbes estimated that Neymar earned about $96 million for the year, ranking him among the highest paid athletes in the world. And although no one knows exactly how much his fortune is worth, some sources estimate that Neymar Jr. has currently amassed a net worth of around $200 million. And because he has a bigger fortune, Neymar wins this round. Point for him. At the end of this battle, we have 1 point for Sadio Mané against 6 points for Neymar, making him the winner. But if you think there are still other arguments to defend one of the two, write your best justification below. Hey! You like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel Dios to satisfy your curiosity.